So let's move to a little bit of on the ball. Now, in the sense of first phase receiving job, because he's an anchor. And when you look at him, I look at the qualities, like he's best as an anchor. And obviously, you want to try and say, okay, as an anchor, let's just see how good he is on the first phase receiving job, beating up from the back, helping us to build up from the back, dropping in centrally in between the two center halves to build up what Tchouameni is doing right now as a deep line playmaker. Or, going to the sides, as what the likes of Kimmich, they do, the likes of all these guys, they do to the sides and try to build up. And I feel he lacks it there. I think it's not premium. I think his first receiving job is not premium. So I think we also have to not discuss the fact that if he then comes to Manchester United, between him and Tchouameni, who would you want to give that role to be the deep line playmaker or to play or to start the build up from the back, right? And I think for me, I want to give Tchouameni. And then when I want to give Tchouameni, I will expect that if Tchouameni starts the deep line playmaking role, I will expect that Tchouameni should be able to push up higher. And that's a big concern because Tchouameni is not as if he's bad, but he's not as supreme pushing up, right? It's not as supreme. It's not like the Tonali's that want to venture forward, right? Even though Tchouameni is more defensively solid and more defensively fixed than the likes of the Tonali's, but I would like some of the Elliot Andersons. But going forward, it's a situation. Now, if you say, okay, let's see the situation. Okay, Kobe is here. If Tchouameni goes up, we can get good deep line playmaking from Kobe as it's beginning to improve on it gradually, But Tchouameni, we might not really get supreme box crashing or runs or box-to-box rule from him like that. Not that he cannot do it, but it's not supreme. There are a lot of things lacking in that situation. Okay, well, say, okay, let's switch it back. Let's see Tchouameni come back, do the ball building, and let Kobe go out. You can look at that and say, okay, Kobe has showed a little bit more intensity apart from the Sunderland game against Brentford, against Liverpool. But is it something that we are still uncertain about? That's bumping forward, relentlessly bumping forward, having the intensity to bump forward, like what a Tonali will do, or what even Baleba sometimes can do it. Baleba does it a lot, even in his games. What Elliot Anderson will strive in. Can Kobe also have that ball, that to and fro movement? It's also questionable. Yeah, I showed this in some games, but it's not some games. It's not quite consistent. And I think we have to ask ourselves, how then do we find the balance, really? How then do we find the balance? What do we try to do, right? What do we try to do? And I don't think that's the headache for the manager, but these are questions we need to ask because Tchouameni is more fixed, and not so supreme in front.